I start by melting an old tire in a large wok over an open flame until it becomes a smooth liquid. I stir in a special thinning liquid to get the consistency just right, then pour the molten rubber into hexagonal molds to cast durable pavers. Finally, I lay these blocks to create a professional, stylish driveway. Next, I go out to sea on my boat to collect discarded plastic bottles floating in the water, giving them a new purpose. Then I put them through a shredding machine to create small, colorful pieces and melt them in a pot. I gently swirl the molten plastic to create a beautiful marbled effect and pour it into round molds. Once they cool, I carefully sand the surfaces so they become smooth and refined, and in the end, they are transformed into garden tabletops and matching stools for my backyard space. I take another used tire and put it into a shredding machine to get small rubber pieces. Then I heat them until they fully melt and stir in a bit of vibrant blue pigment to create a magical look. After pouring the mixture into a rectangular mold, I get a perfect blue marbled brick. I carefully line up hundreds of these bricks and use strong adhesive to build a gigantic phoenix statue that stands breathtakingly in the garden. Next, I melt red and white plastic bottles together and pour them into rectangular molds. After they harden, I use them as paving bricks for the family outdoor garden cafe seating area. They are a way of recycling waste that is eco-friendly and cost-saving. After that, I take green plastic bottles and carefully melt them to create unique green bricks. Even in snowy weather, I still diligently and steadily stack these bricks to build a charming small green cabin that looks like a cozy fairy tale hideaway. I also make a small stove inside to warm the whole house gently. I really love preserving natural beauty, so I place fresh roses into molds and pour clear resin to create beautiful floral blocks. I then carefully and patiently stack them to construct a magnificent garden archway that sparkles beautifully under the sunlight, creating a truly warm, peaceful, and lovely atmosphere. Next, I take tire rubber and melt it with a little white tint to create black and white marbled bricks. Then I use them to build a gigantic life-size whale model in my backyard, and each brick is connected with a thick layer of strong white adhesive. This is a large project with rewarding results. Immediately after that, I melt gold and pour it into a mold, together with small red crystal pieces to create noble-looking bricks. I then use them to build an elegant miniature castle with tall towers and detailed fortress walls, and the castle looks so beautiful and impressive that anyone who sees it would want to own it. I melt transparent plastic bottles to create translucent bricks that look just like real glass. Then I carefully arrange them to build a tall, sparkling crystal castle tower, and it feels exciting to see these structures rising right in my own backyard garden, all made from materials that are easy to find and collect. Finally, I take an old tire and melt it over high heat carefully, pour it into a mold and add a touch of sky blue color to create a fake stone texture. Then I stack these bricks in order to form a giant gorilla model right in front of the main pathway leading into my yard entrance, and I carry out all of this detailed work with the help of a handy handheld saw tool. I grind down plastic bottles in many different colors and melt them in a cast iron pot. Then I pour the molten mixture into heart-shaped and rectangular molds to create bright, colorful stones. Next, I arrange the yellow-orange stones into a large tree in the garden with many branches, while the heart-shaped pieces stand in for blooming flowers. I plant extra flowers around the base and add lighting so everything sparkles beautifully at night. To bring a touch of Paris into the scene, I melt aluminum can shells and mix in red swirls to form bricks for a glowing Eiffel Tower. I carefully place each brick with cement to make them strong, and I patiently position them one by one to ensure a stable structure so the tower stands firmly in the yard. Finally, I complete my most detailed project yet by melting old tires and blending them with other colors to create multicolored bricks, which I assemble into a giant metal mosaic dragon mold. This becomes a true masterpiece of recycling.